Welcome everyone to Boom Mic Banter, episode 3. I am Nick. Follow with me today is an extremely special guest of mine. One that I have waited for a very long time. We've been ranting for too fucking long before we started recording, so I'm very glad we can actually fucking press record and do this. The man that I am with is Drew. Drew, how are you doing today?
Good, man. How's it been? I'm excited to finally be here on the podcast.
Well, I was gonna say, I mean, I've been talking at you about it.
Yeah.
for a long enough time. Fuck you, Drew. That's where you're supposed to go. No, man, it's constructive.
No.
It's super constructive and everything. But no. So we were talking about this a little bit beforehand, so we can officially jump into it now. At least the initial reason why I brought you on this podcast, beside the fact that, very good friend of mine.
Yeah.
You have now started a new endeavor.
Yes, I sure have.
Do you want to plug that right out the gate?
Yeah, definitely. I've started a Facebook page, which I've been wanting to do more on, but it's, I've invited the people that I would like, and I've made it so that every time I start streaming on Twitch, it alerts everybody that I've chosen to actually see my activity on Twitch.
Yeah.
So I've been trying this whole streaming thing and getting out there on social media to expand, what I do on a day-to-day basis, especially because I game so much that I might as well throw it out there for the world to see.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
So when, do you know, officially, how long it's been since you started Twitch streaming?
Oh, it's only been about a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
What got you started into it? What made you want to do it in the first place?
Well, I fell in love with computer science. I built my own computer, and then after I had done all the fun stuff I wanted to do with it, I'm like, well, I play games. Let's play on the computer, which then evolved to, of course, well, if I want to spend all day playing games, I might as well attempt to stream it and make some kind of money off of it or anything.
That's the thing too. I've been trying to dabble with it. I did a little bit of it last year, and I keep my biggest problem is I keep jumping in and out of it. That's my whole thing. It's consistency with it, because I keep hitting this issue of Devil May Cry. So Devil May Cry 5 just came out, and I'm I played it. I already beat it. I'm still replaying through it because that's definitely a game where it has a ton of replay value.
Oh, the DMC games.
Yeah, and it's honestly quarter one with Capcom this year has been fucking phenomenal. Resident Evil 2 is another really good one.
Oh yeah, and we knew that was gonna hit big,
and
though.
both games I'm super amped. I've played both, and I'm dude, streaming these both would be fucking amazing. Yeah. But it's just I keep having this issue of when I start it up, I just want to fucking enjoy it. And sometimes when I'm streaming, I can't enjoy it the same way.
Too much going on.
Yeah, exactly. It almost turns into work before it even starts. And I'm what the fuck?
Well, that's another issue. I mean, even I've been running across, and especially with having the Facebook page, I make sure people know that, Tuesdays and Thursdays are the days where all day I'm going to be on and off on Twitch. But the problem is that I can't get finite gaps of time to give people so that on a regular basis, where I'm at, when I'll be live and streaming, and it's tough. It's tough to allocate time for that.
Well, I was gonna say too. So on a side note, not to go too much into your personal shit, but you're currently stay-at-home dadding right now.
Yeah, I am.
So 2 kids and your amazing wife.
Yes,
who's
just great.
Yeah, who's trying
to hear this.
I love the pause. The pause is the best. The 2 kids are the wife. Great. I feel that's the married thing though.
It definitely
that's
is.
The married any fucking person who's married.
Oh, gotta see the whole adulting
fucking
thing.
Understands that. How long have you guys been married now?
Married? We've only been married. We're coming up on our second anniversary.
God.
Second anniversary coming up pretty soon.
Okay.
Which I find incredible because it
bananas.
only feels like yesterday we were all really drunk at my wedding. So, it's weird to think that it's already been 2 years.
That was, oh my God. That wedding was fucking bananas.
It was a train wreck, but I loved it.
No, the only part for me that was just bananas was it was open bar to a set point.
Yeah.
So for everybody, for guests, all of us were looking around. I was oh, this motherfucker's a case race.
Yep. Yes, it was. Especially with Miranda's. Oh my God, Miranda's dad there racing everybody for the alcohol. It was amazing. I'm just mad I didn't get to see more of it because the whole let's go take pictures forever. It ended up taking so much time.
Yeah, I was about to say you were gone for what? An hour and a half or something?
Yo, it was a lot. Well, did you know that Eric was actually there? I don't know if you saw him. He was at the wedding. He was only there for a little bit with this really attractive chick, but
ooh,
yeah, you gotta find.
How dare you, Drew? You just got married.
Hey, 2 years ago, man. You know how long it's been?
It was a different time. I was a different man. No, but kind of rubber banding back now. So yes, you've been stay-at-home dad, so you've had a lot more. I mean, I don't want to say free time is the wrong word.
Quote unquote free time, yeah.
Yeah, you've been at home more.
I instead of free time, I would much say that there's more free moments where you've got about an hour and a half's worth of time and something you want to do and you make it work. And so it's there, but it's not consistently there.
Well, yeah, I was about to say, because what age are both?
Well, Victoria is about to turn 7 months old.
Yeah,
and then
she's
extremely
young.
Well, and it's funny because like you would think young, but actually it feels like yesterday she was born.
Yeah,
Life is flying by, and I'm 24. And Abby is actually 5. She just turned 5 not too long ago.
Are you telling me you're about to have a quarter life crisis?
Probably. I probably am.
I do love it sometimes for our age gap, because I'm still 26. I mean, I'm turning 27 this year. But it's so funny because I see so many things that you hit that for me were on like delay with it. So I'm just seeing you hit those moments now where you're like, oh man, like you said to me multiple times, I'm like, yeah, I still got like a lot to learn about like some shit, and I'm like,
so much.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I mean, like I still don't know it. Yeah. You're still not gonna know it 3 years from now, but like, good fucking luck, man. Like,
yeah, we'll get there eventually. Everyone will make it there.
The first step. It was really funny. We're totally just jumping around. This whole I'm already gonna apologize to everybody. This entire podcast is gonna be just complete like
all over the place.
ADD. It's gonna be ADD. We're gonna bounce around 15 topics, so I apologize ahead of time.
No, I don't apologize for that. We're gonna be talking. We're gonna throw a ball in everybody's court. It's okay. Everyone will get a piece.
So, but yeah, no. So you were saying like before though that you had like a tough time trying to make time for it, and I totally feel that. Like I'm usually the same way with it, which at least for now, which is why I've taken a break from it, because I always kept hitting that thing of like, all right, this game is gonna come out. I'm definitely like, it's coming out, so I'm gonna play it that day. Yep. I'm gonna stream it from this time to this time.
Get some traction.
But for some reason, like, I keep having this mix. I don't know if it's I'm a 20-something piece of shit or like what it is. I'm still honestly trying to figure it out. But like, I don't know if then because I put a time frame on it, I then don't want to do it, even though it's like a brand new game. Like this is the problem that I kept having. So like,
okay.
Like when DMC launched. Oh no. You know what? I'll do a totally different example. So when Nier came out, which I streamed, I streamed like the whole thing for. So when Nier came out, I was like, yep. The minute I install it, I'm gonna start streaming it. I have a schedule for it, and I did. I scheduled the whole playthrough. But man, I literally think like after the first day, I was like, fuck, I'd really just rather, like, I was like, yep, I'm going to stream from, like, 6 to 9 o'clock or something, and it would be, like, 4, and I'm like, fuck, I just want to play the game now. It was so bad, what I should have done, just to make it way easier, but then, I don't know if I would have liked it, was I almost then just want to make a second playthrough, and have, like, an off-stream one, and then a stream one.
And then one that you can get through by yourself and thoroughly enjoy, run around, get all the collectibles, and not feel like, you know, people are going to get bored and leave because you're doing things that aren't direct to the story.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's definitely tough. I've also felt the same way, and, you know, my approach to that has just been letting people know through the page that, hey, today I'm playing this. And, for example, I was playing Final Fantasy 15, which I just got through for the first time. Call me whatever you'd want. No, but I love it, honestly. I really do like it. And, you know, I'll post, you know, I did Prompto's DLC the other day. Yeah. And then I did, I'm doing Iggy's in a couple days. Like, you know, I try to keep people somewhat involved, but I try not to overschedule it because it gets to be a lot.
The only piece of advice that you didn't ask for, the only piece of advice that I would give you is what I did on my Facebook post. And you can do it like I was doing them on, because you were talking about that too. That you made like a separate like account, right?
What do you mean?
Like on your Facebook page, like you made a separate.
There's a whole new page.
Because what I was gonna say is, so I did the same thing though, by the way. But like the only thing that I think I did a little bit differently was like I would still share it on my Facebook profile page, and then on top of it, I would also make a post on my like Twitch channel Facebook page, as well. and then like link them and then like share them both back and forth of like, hey, just to throw the word out there more. But that was
makes
me.
sense.
Yeah.
But that's where earlier, like we were talking about this earlier. How I almost don't want the instant takeoff from Twitch to come from people I know in real life, opposed to there being a natural attraction to it.
Yeah, totally.
And then people I know picking it up once I'm comfortable and doing me without worrying about what people I know in real life are going to say, think. And not because I care, but just because I want it to be more of an outside source. I want it to feel more natural and less synthetic.
That's how you should promote it, though. You should be like, hey, I'm Drew, starting a Twitch channel. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit about what your opinions. That should be your tag.
Yeah. Well, I mean, pretty much, literally, you get your little tag that says, like, bio for your channel. It's just like, mine is just some guy live streaming. Like, no fucks given. Walk in, say hi, leave.
My bio, I was about to say, I had the same thing, too. Like, with my bio, I literally think it was like, hey, I play games all the time. Yeah. Now I thought I'd stream it. Like, that was my whole fucking... Because I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, there's no good way to write. And also, who the fuck looks at a bio? Like, nobody looks at bios anymore of Twitch channels. Like,
well, and not only that, but, like, the thing is, like, how do you... I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just me, or maybe people have kind of, like, weaned away from Twitch a bit. A lot of the Twitch channels that I'm coming across are not only, like, not American, they are, like, way...
Wow, savage.
Oh my god, it's all over the place. And how do you, like... Put a voice.
That's so nationally insensitive, Drew.
Is it? I don't think so. I mean, I'm
awful lot of non-Americans on this Twitch stream.
Well, the thing is, I pictured a lot of, like, you were a kid, I was a kid, we played 360, we talked so much shit, we were all over the place, ADD as fuck playing games. Like, I just pictured more of that on Twitch.
There's still horrible toxicity on Twitch.
Oh, I believe that, but the toxicity has grown into adults. So,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. It's even worse, I think, with, like, the internet generation, just because, like...
It's weird.
We haven't... It's so much easier to not develop, which is so funny, though, because, like, with all the information and shit that we have...
Oh, yeah. Fingertips.
Exactly. Like, literally in the fucking palm of our hands at all times. It's so much funnier because you think with boundless amounts of information, people would grow from that and fucking, like, learn better, but no. They're just more ignorant, and they're allowed to be more ignorant.
Because there's other ignorant people who back them.
Well, and because they have a setback then. So it's like, God forbid, like... like, I always make fun of myself. So the one... I'll just burn myself with this. So the one stupid thing that I do all the time is I have absolutely zero fucking sense of direction. Like, fucking none.
Okay.
If I did not have my GPS on my phone for most fucking directions, there's no fucking way. I would have to cancel 86 plans. Jeez. Because I'm like, I don't know
like
what
where
fucking
you're going.
road. Yeah, I'm
like, no direction.
And they'd be like, oh, yeah, left at the fucking thing, and then hop, skip, and a jump over this pond. I'm like, no. Like, I don't... You had me...
I'm not skipping over shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I was completely lost when you said start. Like, I'm just like, I'm not... I can't do this thing.
Fun fact, by the way, this is the second time I've made it over here without GPS directions.
Ooh!
I am proud of myself.
Proud of you.
Yeah,
see, I was about to say, your location... We shouldn't be talking about this on the podcast. I was about to say, your location, which will be undisclosed. No, same thing. It's really funny because I think I've told you this before. You're at where my old apartment was. Like, literally.
Really?
Yeah, you could have almost walked, like... I mean, from where your development is, you could have literally drove, like, 2 minutes down the road, and I'm fucking right there.
Oh, that's insane. Yeah, no, maybe you told me that once before, but, I mean, I drink a lot of alcohol. Usually when we're kicking it, so, that's not always a thing.
It's always a blur.
Yeah. Oh, it's always so much fun though. Like, I can't get it. It's so much fun.
Do you have anything else in mind after Final Fantasy?
Oh, and here's a big wall I'm coming across. I really like Rocket League.
That's okay.
Last night I don't know if it was lucky or what, but I ended up stumbling upon a championship that's going on right now.
Oh, okay.
And I watched, 2 teams of 3 face off in this giant, like, arena.
Yeah.
With all these really cool effects and stuff going on. I got to watch them go at it.
Yeah.
Don't ask me the name of the teams.
No, that's fine. Who cares?
But it was really fun. It just also showed me, my God, am I trash?
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit.
When you fucking see, like, I've seen a lot of compilations of them and shit.
Yeah.
When you see, like, some dude last minute... I have to show you, like, after the podcast, I have to show it to you.
Oh,
there's this fucking clip that's fucking gnarls Barkley of literally, like, the timer's at 0. There's juggling the ball. The score is like 2-3, and the fucking team with 2 literally has one guy from the fucking end, or from their goal, literally, who was like goalieing, boost all the way, fucking jet up, do a fucking cartwheel at half court, knocks the fucking thing in, and fucking ties the game.
God.
It's and people are screaming, people are losing their fucking mind.
Of course.
And it was so precision. Like, you could tell the guy was
calculated.
Like, yep, he was like, bam. He's like, fucking simple geometry, and then just fucking nailed it. And like, you see that, I'm like, I couldn't do that on a fuck. I couldn't do that with no other players. In the fucking, like, if the ball was just stayed there frozen, there's no fucking way I'm hitting it. How many times would it
take me to figure it out?
Yeah.
Well, and that, I mean, again, and yeah, it's not a bad thing, you know, because I really do enjoy Rocket League. I've been playing the hell out of it lately.
Yeah.
I'm all right at it. But, you know, I don't tend to rush for the newest games, especially because there's been a lot of letdowns over the past, I don't know, 2-3 years.
Well, I was going to say, too,
hard to know.
With even this quarter, like, going back to, like, quarter 1 shit,
yeah.
It's so weird because, like, the stuff that I thought was going to be fucking killing it, fucking bombed. Like, Anthem fucking sucked. The biggest game, like, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Don't say it.
Which I'm not going to rant about on this one because I literally just riffed about that with Luna.
Time.
So yeah, so literally, I badgered that one to death. And the other one that I was praying to God was going to be good that ended up fucking just trouncing dick was Jump Force. I wanted Jump Force to be so good.
Yeah, but I wanted J-Stars to be so good too.
Exactly. Oh yeah, 100%. And so both disappointed me there. But like I said, the 2 games that I thought were just going to be totally mediocre are by far my favorite games that have come out this year, which are, yet again, just to recap, Devil May Cry 5 and Resident Evil 2. Yeah. I mean, the only other one that I'm playing the shit out of is Tales of Vesperia, the definitive edition.
Oh yeah, but that's just fun. That's just fun fucking around.
So yeah, so I'm like super amped for that. But no, I mean that's a good thing though too, though, Drew. Like, I mean, if anything, like once you get done with Final Fantasy, you can always piggyback on Rocket League and just always have that game as an in between.
That's kind of what I figured. Yeah, it's like it's the cartilage between your bones. Like when you don't have something solid that you're going to be working on every single day. There's got to be that filler. And the only thing is that I don't want to overdo it on the Rocket League filler. But if it's not Final Fantasy, and you know I've been PC gaming and streaming a lot lately, which means that you know what I have on PC is what I've been mainly doing. You know, it's easy. I can do it in the middle of the day. I won't take up the TV. You know, family life, whatever. It doesn't get in the way. It's just there. But that leaves me like Counter-Strike Go, Left 4 Dead, things that I don't think will bring too much traction. Something a little newer that I don't think I'll dislike.
Well, I was going to say, too, dude, I mean, the best, like, yet again, I'm just giving you advice that you didn't ask for. Just from someone who did it for, like, a really long time, because I got burnt out from it, like, pretty bad.
And I could see that. It's really tough when, especially when you don't have people who are consistently watching you.
And that was the thing that I used to panic about, but I'll be honest, like, I just, the most recent times I've Twitch streamed, I've super enjoyed it purely because, like, I'm doing it just to do it. Like, and
you're just throwing it.
That's gonna sound. I was about to say it's gonna sound bad the way I'm saying it. Like, I have passion for it and stuff. Like, what I more mean is I'm not worried about like, oh fuck, like is the viewer base there? Like, should I be more entertaining or should I like that's? I stopped worrying about that like a really long time ago. Like, and that's specifically why like I really debate like the two. I mean, like obviously I'm doing the podcast now, but that was the 2 things I was debating on for a really long time of like what I wanted to start up more of like. Yeah, like I'm not really sure, and I just, for at least for me, and like I said, Twitch obviously seems like a better go for you because like that's obviously what you want to do.
Well, it's not even just that; it's just that it's so easy to jump on it and jump off it, and maybe someone will catch you, maybe somebody doesn't. And with YouTubing, which was initially what I wanted to go for, just requires a lot more patience, time, video editing, you know, adding effects, just dumb things that make you feel professional, especially with how strong people's YouTube games are nowadays.
Yeah,
I mean, you can
watch
insane. A plethora of channels,
but they're also like self-sustaining.
Well,
like
definitely.
Channels now too.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not getting.
That's the other. I mean, that's the other thing. Like the fucking. I never want to get like ahead of myself or big for my britches, but like God, like at least for me, I don't know how you feel about this. Like the fucking dream would just be to like work from home.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even even necessarily not doing that line of work, even taking more of I've been learning how to code. I'm learning JavaScript right now. If I could write JavaScript and whatnot from home, that would be one hell of a living. I would really enjoy it.
That's what I'm saying.
An office area is all I ask for.
Dude, like that's what's so weird. Like when I was younger, and I was laughing at somebody about this like a couple days ago because I'm only 26, but I'm already saying old shit. Like when I was younger, I'm 26 years old. I'm a fucking baby, but in like the scheme of life. But No, but when I was younger, like, I would look at, like, office jobs, and I'd be like, oh my god, like, who the fuck could deal with, like, sitting there every
and now
day?
You think, like,
now I'm like, that's that's Mecca.
That?
Like, that's fucking Mecca. Like, oh my god, sitting in an office and only dealing with the same people, because, like...
my god, Miranda has, like, her own office, and she talks about how bored she is all day. I'm like, how are you bored? You have, like, a computer, 2 monitors, your whole office area, like... Don't be bored. So much potential.
I gotta start throwing the same joke to Miranda that I do for Kate, who's Kate's a mutual friend of ours for listeners.
Yep.
Shout out to Kate. But no, I gotta throw the same thing at Miranda, which is like, hey, if you need an assistant, let me know. Like, give me the fucking loot. Like, that's where I'm at, dude. Because that's like the only way I'm gonna get into an office job. I feel like at this point is like,
it's really tough. I mean, especially if you haven't been going to school. Like Miranda, I wouldn't say lucky. That's the wrong word, but she definitely got set up in a really, really nice spot. You know, and it's really cool because she's definitely flourished in the position.
Well, that's what I was gonna say, and something that I've been talking about this actually with a couple of people, so I want to get your input on this. Like, I don't know why I 100% have this feeling though of like, for our generation, it is so different from previous. Like previous generations, it used to be like, hey, if you just apply at a job. And you obviously are like professional, and if you like make sure to contact them like frequently to like double check on your application,
keep up with everything.
Exactly. Yeah. If you like keep on the up and up and like really present yourself, like you will attain the job that you want. But nowadays, I hand to God just feel like you have to know somebody to fucking know somebody to like get in.
Very true.
To any fucking legitimate spot. Like, that's constantly the brick wall, at least, like, me personally, that I feel like I keep hitting with it.
Well, it's especially hard when, you know, there's so much on social media nowadays that, like, pretty much anybody could say, oh, this guy here, well, I've got his first and his last name, let's look him up on Facebook.
Yeah.
And, like, anything that you've posted, that you've liked, whatever. I mean, people have that at their fingertips as well. It's not just information, it's personal information.
Yeah.
So, it's cool, but it's also not cool.
Yeah, like, it's just always weird, though. Because, like, yeah, you were just saying how, like, Miranda got, like, lucky, but, like, not lucky at the same time. Because the thing is, of course, she got lucky in the sense that she had the opportunity. But she obviously had enough, like, thorough through and, like, work ethic to fucking bust that shit out.
And really, definitely.
She's earned her spot.
Hell yeah.
But it was lucky for the opportunity to be able to go for it.
To that spot.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then fulfill it properly.
Yeah, and that's my whole thing. Like, I just feel like lately it's such a fucking... And I see a lot of people, like, I'm in retail, and I know a lot of people in retail, and not just, like, in my particular job, but just retail in general. Mm-hmm. And that's how I feel like. It's like, you do that job because it's the job you've been doing, and it's easy to stick with, but, like, fucking Christ, like, people are trying to get out, and it's so fucking difficult to get, like, anything else other than, like, that fucking job field.
Definitely.
And at least something decent. And I'm not talking shit on, like, any... Like, I mean, like, you should always be proud of the fucking job you're doing, and you know what I mean, like, bust your ass with that. But
the fact that you get out of the house every day and go do something that someone pays you for is something to be proud of enough. But like, take it from somebody who's been. I mean, I just got done working in a bindery or factory, whatever you want to call it, for the past year and a half. I mean, almost 2 years I was there, and the money was great. I did a lot of really life enhancing things. You know, family really aspired from it. But the problem was that when it came down to it, I mean, that was my 100% of my life. Yeah. I got a nice little 15 chunk for my family, but the rest of life, I mean, 12 days in a row, 12-hour shifts on weekends, I was killing myself, and you miss out on so much. So that's not what you want. You want something that's going to pay you to do what a normal person does, 9 to 5.
Well, just more
5 days
fulfilling.
a week.
That
and
too.
More fulfilling would be nice. I mean, hey, Susan B. Anthony got her fucking magazine over here in Florida. That's cool. I made sure that her name and barcode were printed on that magazine. I mean, she's going to get her fucking pottery
Hand
barn.
to God, I was so nervous because of the name you just dropped. I literally thought you were going to try to bust out some half-ass history fact, and I was like...
No.
Drew, no.
I was gonna say like Susan Campbell's, but I was like, that's a soup.
I knew
I can't use
I
that.
love so you went with Susan B. Anthony, and then you were like, yeah, that chick's on some currency. Like, let's roll with that, as opposed to
I have no other roads.
Susan Campbell. No, we can't touch Campbell's soup.
Campbell's
soup is sacred.
Andy Warhol established. Okay, you can't tread on that anymore.
Oh my God,
it's a family name.
Don't even get me started on that. I have to have like some person who's like super on point. I know enough artists. Like, I have to bring an artist on to talk about that, actually. That's actually a really good bring up. I'm going to write that down.
Campbell's soup?
No, but...
Okay.
No, about how he made that, like, iconic.
Yeah, okay.
And, like, no one can fuck with that now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a complete change in subject here, if you're down for this ride.
Dude, I'm
So I have a very random thing that happened to me.
Okay.
And I just, like, I don't know if this has ever happened to you or something, but I always took it a step further. So I watch a scary movie, as you do.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you always get that, like, that weird, like, paranoid sense of, like, you know, like,
you grab something from the fridge, you look over your shoulder, you thought you heard something.
Exactly. Yeah, you do, like, the sprint up the fucking stairs like a man.
Yeah, you
like,
turn the light off and run.
Yeah, you do the light fucking switch, like, fucking flip it as you, like, are sprinting. But no, so anyway, so, like, that happened, and then I was doing that paranoid shit, and I was still awake, like, and I was like, fuck it. I was like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
So then, like, a couple hours go by, I pass out, and then I get, like, it wasn't, like, I wasn't even asleep yet. Like, I was just having that paranoid thing where, like, you're in bed, you're, like, laying on your side, and my one side of my bed is up against the wall, and then the other one is open. So I always get this paranoid thing of, like, if my brain is, like, going this way, of, like, something is right behind me.
Yeah.
And if I turn around, I'm gonna get fucked.
Yeah.
And, like, my whole thing, though, is, and I've never thought about this before, and maybe I'm just stupid for, like, doing this, but, like, I literally stopped what I was doing, and I was like, why is my own brain, which is supposed to be, like, helping me fucking live, literally trying to fuck with me and get me so... And I just thought about the concept of that. Like, I just thought about how fucking crazy that is, that your own brain can, like, go against you.
In so many ways.
Yeah! Like, so much so. Like, and it's not, like... I mean, of course, there's, like, addictions and stuff like that. And there's that whole thing, but on a way lower scale.
To point, I do the same thing. And if I watch a scary movie, my next 3 showers will guaranteed be like, I hit my face to make sure there is no soap. I do like a quick swing of my arms randomly so that if I do see something scary, I backhand it, and then I throw my eyes open at the wall, and then slowly left and right until I'm clear. Like,
have a couple bruises on your wrist.
I gotta make sure I'm safe.
The wife asks you after I hop out of the shower, what are those bruises for? Nothing. I had a difficult time shampooing.
I was using my towel too hard. What?
I'm off to work. Drew, you're
staying
at home. Yeah,
about?
I know. I'm gonna go cook something downstairs. I don't know. I just thought about that. I just thought it was like such a super... I don't know, I just thought it was like a super fucking weird concept. I never like understood it. I still don't understand. Like,
It's really funny. A teacher back when I was a kid actually put it into like a really good perspective. I was talking to this one girl. I mean, no one liked me that much in school when I was in elementary school, but no one liked this girl either. So it was kind of like a battle between the kids that no one likes. Like, who is going to lose this fight? It's all purely argument.
I love better it wasn't you two decided to team up. It was, no, I'm going to get more people to think I'm fucking weird.
Who can throw each other down further than the other?
Screw you, Janet. People think I'm way more awkward.
Well, we were talking about we love scary movies, and the one girl was just like, yeah, but I could never be in that kind of situation. And the teacher was just like, but that's the reason you watch scary movies, is because it's a way for your brain to interpret, because it will naturally, you being in that situation, what would you do? How would you react? And so I think that's kind of like an after effect of the brain still not being done enjoying the horror effect of the movie.
I wouldn't even say enjoying, but I would take it a step further and be like, the brain is putting in its own simultaneous, like, survival instinct.
Exactly.
That's probably it. You know what? Now thinking about that, that's almost definitely it.
Yeah.
Because you're getting so fucking freaked out and shit that your brain's welcome. Just like, yeah. No, honestly, like, because I really was thinking about it, and I brought it up to somebody, and somebody was like, that's a really dumb thought to have. And I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah,
like,
what do you mean, fuck
no? Like, no,
that's completely natural.
That's what I was thinking, right? All right, so at least I'm not, like, that paranoid about it.
Oh, no.
That's what I was very worried about.
What's something to be worried about is how much my daughter loves horror movies. Abby is... oh my god, is so into horror movies, and it really makes me think that she's either going to be like the coolest kid ever or a sociopath.
And wait, what's her age again? I don't know if you brought up Abby.
She's 5.
5.
Yeah,
so
she's 5.
So really young still.
Still young enough to where like I see her watching a horror movie and I give everybody shit about it, and they're just like, she's fine. I'm like, all right.
What's the latest one that you watched? Do you remember?
Yeah, she watched the I don't know if you've heard of it, The Boy.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's called The Boy. It was it's got Maggie from The Walking Dead.
I'm so mad at you for that title because it just literally sounded like you just stopped mid fucking title. You're just like, oh, the
boy.
And I was gonna be like, the boy that did what?
Yeah.
Murked his family? Like, what the fuck?
I'm sure you've been over at some point and she's turned Goosebumps on. She's obsessed with Goosebumps.
Yeah, every time I come over, she's trying to show me a YouTube episode of Goosebumps.
What's really funny is that she's like primarily interested in Slappy. Like, that is her favorite character.
That's
and I'm like,
go-to.
oh my god, I don't know whether to love you or bury you ahead of time.
You know...
What am I doing?
I'm already prepping you. You know that's going to turn into a Joker Harley Quinn situation.
Oh, jeez.
I'm calling it.
Oh, jeez.
I'm sorry.
As long as she gets a degree and I'm dead before she meets the Joker, I'm okay with it. That's okay with me.
I love those your qualifications.
Yeah. You graduate with a nice degree and don't turn until I'm dead. Like, that's all I ask. Let me remember you so nice.
Cut to fucking like 20 years later. Dad, I got my degree. Yeah, but is it nice though? Dad, this fucking degree is on point. Yeah. That's lit, fam. And then you just fucking pass on. Yeah. Oh my God. You just hit her with like a fucking outdated like bless up, and then just like what? I don't understand. Fucking ghost just leaves your fucking body. Oh my God.
Perfect moment to be out though.
Oh God damn it.
Jesus, I've been watching a lot. Oh my goodness, I'm almost at the end of Weeds. Speaking
Are
of
you?
which, yeah, I went through a whole 8 seasons in about 2 weeks.
But you did already watch them all though, right?
Oh, this is I think my second or third time.
I was just gonna say, yeah, I was about to say I've rewatched it a ton. Oh, the one thing I was gonna say, you have to get. I think I brought this up to you before. You have to get fucking Abby to watch Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah, it's not on anything. Is the only reason that we haven't. She likes Twilight Zone.
I think you can scope it on YouTube.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm sure you could.
It's gonna be like illegal or whatever, but who the fuck cares?
Yeah,
but I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
I don't mind.
Yeah,
I'm over here.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, no, she, yeah, I mean, you know, it's not like that bad, but it's not great. I'm way off topic.
No, you're fine. What are you talking about?
I was gonna rubber band back to games, but then I'm like, wow, that's a huge jump.
You can bring it back. So start the topic, and then go for it.
Okay. Well, anyways, I mean, that is another thing. Even if we had to like, anyway,
just go.
Horror games. Oh my God, why do I always think I love them, and then I start to play them, and
I'm telling you,
I can't do it.
Have you played RE2 yet?
No.
You have to.
I want to. It's again, those were one of the new games. I heard it was amazing and everyone's been talking about it.
It's really good.
So I haven't counted it down and out,
but
I haven't gotten
I'm going to be real with you though. It's like every time I play it, so I play it with a friend of mine, Brittany. Like I pretty much exclusively play it with her like all the time.
Is it like a co-op?
No, it's 100% single player. It's just we usually meet up to play horror games together. Like we just did a whole like, it's funny, because I probably should have Twitch streamed it or something, but I didn't. Mm-hmm. But we 100%ed Until Dawn. And that's all single-player shit, too. Yeah. But we're just, like, we watch horror movies together, and same thing with video games, because we're both into games like that. The only other series that both of us have, like, played that, like, fucking adore mutually is, like, BioShock. Okay, so that's like another big one. So anyway, pretty much whenever she like comes over, we'll play Resident Evil 2. And every time, like even if she wasn't in the room, I would 100% be talking out loud of like, oh my God, is this thing for this? And usually, like I'll only do that maybe with like Souls games or something where it's like, that's the one thing I will tell you. Like everyone's just saying it's good. Resident Evil 2 will take all of your brain power, all of it. It will take every ounce of your brain power because shit hits you so much. I can see it. On 3 occasions, I would say I'm about halfway through Leon's campaign. Mm-hmm. On 3 occasions already, I have been completely out of ammo. There is like 15 zombies where I need to get from like destination, like from point B to C. Yeah. And I have absolutely no idea how the fuck I'm gonna pull it off. And there's not a save state for at least an hour, like 30
Oh, yeah, you've got some time.
That shit
sounds like Resident Evil.
See, but like most Resident Evils, there's always at least like some type of backup.
There's a saving grace that happens to kick in, yeah.
This is the first one where like they don't give a fuck. Like if you misuse your ammo, fuck yourself. And like because the other thing too, like it goes back to older RE2, but this one ramps it up to like 11 in the sense of like when zombies get downed, every zombie has a chance to get back up. Ooh. Every fucking zombie. And multiple times. Ooh. So that's the other thing. Really? Yeah. Ooh, so that's terrifying, you could literally like down a zombie, they could come back up. Yeah. You could walk through past them 15 times, they get up again, you mark them again, and then it could be like an hour later and they could fucking get back up again. Oh, that's or it could be 5 minutes from now. It's so annoying.
That's terrifying.
So that's what I'm saying. So you're pissing bullets like
all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
Yeah. So like what you learn after a while is like, oh, as long as I can juke around one, I'm not going to waste the ammo. So that's where you learn, like, to pretty much conserve. Because also, there's boss fights that take up a ton of fucking shit.
Oh my god, so much.
Yeah.
Oh
so
my
I
god,
literally,
boss fights are always a pain in the ass.
Yeah, so I literally just hit, like, a portion where I'm, like, right in front of a boss fight. Mm-hmm. And, like, my two main weapons being, like, a pistol and a shotgun, completely out of fucking ammo. Thank God I just picked up a new weapon of a chemical thrower.
Something.
And I have something. But it's, like, not enough that I don't
finish
think.
Off the deal.
But who knows? But, like, I don't know because I haven't done it yet. But
Jesus Christ, that moment where you get in a boss fight, and especially in Resident Evil games, where you're just throwing the knife out there, praying to God that you can somehow get past this.
Just whip that combat knife and just fucking pray. But but no, I totally sympathize though. Like with horror games, like I'm always a big fan. It's just like it depends on the type of game too. Like jump scares don't hit me as much anymore. No. I used to be into that a lot more.
It's always chase for me. Like I don't know if you played Outlast. I'm sure you have.
Yeah.
There's always that they do it a lot in that game of that moment of like, holy shit, someone is chasing me. Those are the worst. It's so much anxiety.
Yeah.
Just brought up all at once, and you want to get the fuck out of there, but you can't.
So say like I feel bad because I really keep bringing up Resident Evil, but
no, it's fine.
So but same thing though. Resident Evil, you had to, even if you haven't played it, you had to have seen the fucking Mr. X clips.
No, I haven't.
I
try not to like to indulge too much into games that I think I may want to play, but I haven't made it. Overall judgment.
This is the thing I'll give you a heads up on. So when you get about like 30% weight, no, like 20. When you get like 20% weight, like when you start feeling comfortable about the game, they introduce a character called Mr. X. Okay. Mr. X is like a towering, like Hulk-sized dude who's like double your height.
All right.
Wears like a suit and just a fucking hat, but he's like huge. He's like a fucking Hulk dude wearing a business suit.
I forgot his name. Resident Evil 4. There was a guy that I'm kind of picturing as a placeholder.
Nemesis is probably what you're thinking.
Yeah, bald dude beard.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh no. You're thinking of a different thing.
Yeah.
But on a relative side. But anyway, Mr. X is you can't defeat him. Yeah. Like you can't kill him. But he will show up at random points and just stalk your ass. Like he will literally just like and literally just walk a little bit faster than you, and he'll follow you everywhere. He can climb ladders, he can walk through doors. So eventually you have to technically like outrun him and like go to a spot. But it's also RE2, so you can't run like, you can't
anywhere.
sprint. So you're just like little
just
like bit by bit walking and just like it's a fun.
See, that would drive me fucking crazy.
And on top of zombies can get back up.
Of
so
course,
like even you just walk through 15 dead zombies
and
then something could get up.
Jesus, that sounds like
it's work, dude.
Sounds like a mess of emotions and
fear. It's a full-time job, bro.
It fucking sounds like it.
So more of the story, when are you starting?
when? Now I'm invested.
No, but the on horror games though too, really quick, like the one I haven't tried at all yet and I really want to is Bendy and the Ink Machine. I actually really want to try that one. It's Rooster Teeth made it.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, neat.
So that's what really like got me into it. I was very surprised because I saw that they had a huge production part in it. And I was like, wow. It's like I didn't even know they were putting out other stuff besides like the Ruby games or whatever. So
are they still doing that?
They're still doing the anime and stuff, and they did an app game. They did like a mobile app game, and then they've come out with 2 games digitally on console so far.
Oh shit. Mm-hmm. That's classic.
One's more of like an arena fighter, and then the other one's like technically it's 3D characters, but it's a lot more like 2D side scroll.
I love
like
arena
the old like
fighters.
TMNT shit.
Storm 4 was just the only arena fighter that I've ever been fucking swift with. The fighting combat was amazing.
I like that's what I'm bummed about too, because like I want them to come out with another one, but I don't want a Boruto game.
Yeah, that's a huge problem. Well, honestly, I would.
Which they will. They're gonna have to.
I really wanted.
We'll still play it
because you were talking about this earlier. Not to be jumping.
No, hey.
You were talking about Jump Force earlier, and how you wanted that to be better.
That's a jump around.
Yeah. But like, I was really, really just praying that they finally got the memo. Storm 4 is really popular. Please use that fighting combat formula.
That's all they had to do.
That's all they had to do. What they had was perfect.
Yeah, they fucked it up.
Now, if they had implemented that in the same fighting, oh god, it would have been everything I had asked for.
I agree.
That would have made it.
That could have been great. The biggest issue that I had with it was for Jump Force was the combat was just like way too fucking slow. Like you're mashing like one button, and Naruto could get away with it because. You were spamming like B or circle like the whole time, but there was better mechanics to be able to move shit around.
Yeah.
Like with Jump Force, you're spamming that same button, but then like unlike Naruto and shit, where you could link supers from your combo if you hit it at right time, and you could learn your character development. Yeah, Jump Force doesn't have that with any of the characters. You can't link a super into literally any combos. You literally would have to just whiff that super. Like you would just have to whiff a super. at any random point. It's
that's kind of lame. Well,
it makes combat so lame.
I hate to be like this guy, but when I was standing in line waiting for my copy of Kingdom Hearts 3, which you sold to me.
Yes.
What's up?
I did.
I seriously thought to myself, like, it's funny that J-Star or Jump Force would put the beta back up tonight.
Yeah.
As I'm in line, I'm
Kingdom
reading
Hearts.
this, and I'm like, they are trying to avoid... Because that was wrong with the first beta, is that so many people had eyes on that it actually, like, fucked the servers up.
Yep.
Fine, whatever. But I think they kind of knew that, like, all right, people are kind of overestimating what this is going to be. So they let the people who weren't Kingdom Hearts fanatics feel it out while everyone else was really distracted.
And their beta launch was so fucking... That was one
all
of
over
the
the
worst
place.
betas of all time. It was set days for only set hours of time.
That was another thing that made you think, like,
God.
God, I want it to be good, but I can see it turning out horribly bad.
There was a lot of red flags. There was,
so many.
Way too many red flags fucking right off the game.
I mean, games are allowed to have red flags. Games are allowed to have faults.
Oh, totally.
But at least give a shit when you hand me something for $60.
Exactly.
Like,
that's what that's a bigger issue that I'm having more so now. I didn't fight that. I never really like understood that issue back in the day. Like I always used to be someone of like, oh well, like you pay, you know, what you deem worthy of it. So like if it's a game, whether it's good or bad, like you know you have to pay $60. Like that's fucking norm. But I've been questioning that a lot more lately, especially with like a lot of the games where I'm like, this is not worth $60 anymore.
No.
Like there's a new cap on it of like what now we deem worthy of that price point.
I'm not gonna dig into this subject, but companies definitely have this issue, especially recently, the past couple of years, like I was saying earlier about games and their quality.
Yeah.
They've gotten to this bad habit of they either have a name established or they are an established company, and they can kind of put out whatever they want.
Fuck yeah.
And somebody is going to pay $60 for it. Multiple people, in fact.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And on top of that, I mean, as long as they can, again, nail it just right. I mean, it may even have a following, but, like, they've all felt kind of husky. Yeah. There's nothing in them.
It's usually, like, the mantra is, like, the end justifies the means. But for them, like, they just give a shit about the end. Like, they don't give a fuck how the game, like, on some companies.
The longevity of the game, it's more about, did we make the money
right now
that we wanted from the game, instead of, did we make a game that people will love and enjoy for time and time again?
And just as a reminder, too, like, that's only certain companies. It's not...
No, it's definitely not every company, but there's too many really big names that are falling into that pattern.
EA.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, did they start that trend?
Yeah. No, they didn't start it, but man, did they take it to
another
level? Fucking echelon.
Yeah, they did.
Like, they went, like, there was just a bunch of people that were marketing it, and we'll just call them, like, Saiyans. Yeah. And then EA's like, no, I'm the legendary Super Saiyan. Like, I will be the one.
About this whole Super Saiyan Blue thing?
Yeah. Well, no, that was behind a paywall. So that was only for the people that paid $35.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't gotta tell me. I fully purchased Fallout 76, and don't get me wrong. Oh my god, I was a Bethesda fanboy. Yeah. Mods have been the greatest existence, and that's not because of Bethesda. Yeah. That is the community. But in the same sense,
and they're free.
Light, exactly.
Free content.
Well, they were until Creation Club. But anyways,
yeah.
You know, there were so many wrong turns with 76 that like.
Yeah.
Companies better be careful because, and take notes, because Bethesda was one of those first companies that were like, we're amazing and we aren't even trying. And then it was like, shit, we're terrible and we're not even trying. And I think that a lot of companies will find themselves heading that direction. And oh god, please don't.
Yeah.
Find any other direction.
Well, my thing is this. Here's why I'll give Bethesda a little bit of an underdog with 76. They tried something new, and they're a company that has put out consistent stuff where I'm allowed to give them a hall pass. Like, did Fallout 76 work? No, absolutely not by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah.
Did some people like it? Sure, but it wasn't. It wasn't nearly enough to be. And that's the thing too. You played it, like you fucking dug into it.
Level 70 something.
Yeah, that's all.
Me and Eric mashed the hell out of that game. It was fun. But the problem is that the same with most games nowadays. There's no meat to keep you invested. You don't wake up and say, man, I can't wait to play this. Like, unless it's Resident Evil 2. RPGs don't really count, but they also end.
Oh, totally. So and that's the other thing, too. Like, that's what's so funny. Like, most of the RPGs that have come out lately, though, have been the same way. Like, I've just been like, oh, whatever. Like, that's why... I mean,
it's a story with a character.
Yeah.
There's a plot.
I mean, the worst part is, like, that's why I find myself still playing, like, Tales of Vesperia. Yeah. That came out 10 years ago, but that still has one of the best post-game... Like, even after I beat the... Yeah. Well, first of all, it took me even knowing everything, like knowing exactly what I need to do and doing it, it still took me like 35 hours just to get through like the initial parts of the game. I didn't even beat it. I technically clocked in at 45 hours to beat the campaign.
Yeah.
Like that already, like we need more games with like that longevity. I'm not saying that needs to be every game because there's some people that would rather like pick it up and play it quickly and
and this isn't easy like, oh yeah, me too, but like Kingdom Hearts 2. Before Kingdom Hearts 3 came out and we all knew it was getting close, we knew it wasn't going to get pushed back anymore, like this was it.
Yeah.
I played, oh my god, Kingdom Hearts 2 is one of the best
and
most well-made games I've ever played. I mean, Kingdom Hearts 1 didn't age too well, but 2 aged, oh my god,
2 is still
so well.
2 and Birth by Sleep are the two, in my opinion, that are untouchable.
I will say that
just top tier.
Birth by Sleep actually held like a really top tier spot in my heart, especially with that ending with Aqua.
Oh my god!
But I feel like 2.8 kind of muddied that up a little bit.
They fucked with it a bit.
Yeah,
it's because they had to keep the story progressing, and they couldn't keep everybody in stasis, so Aqua kind of had to fuck around.
I mean, I guess
just to get it to the next point.
You know, but I mean, in general, it is what it is.
Oh well, yeah, because that's the other thing too, man. Like, I don't want to. I feel bad for the listeners. I apologize. Like, I don't want to rehash like the same shit because we went.
I'll say that. I know.
No, because what's it called? Because me and Luna were talking about because that's the whole thing. Like, 2 gave just even post game stuff. They had so many features that were great. Like, you had just for example, you had the weapon changes, which is cool in Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, that was a neat feature. But what was way better was the form changes, and especially, too, because you could level those up.
Yeah.
They had custom abilities that if you level them up,
which cool
was better post-game stuff, which got you to play more to level that stuff, which was a fun thing, too, because the form changes were fucking dope. You were dual-wielding Keyblades looking like a Banff motherfucker. Like, that shit was awesome.
That was on another level of fucking sweet.
And that's what I'm saying. And for some reason, they were like, you know what?
We're not going to do any of that.
Because Sora has to reawaken for the 8th time.
Yes.
Now he has different, and I was just like, you could have just gave us the old shit. We would have liked it. Especially if you're gonna tease us with form changes with like the Heartless form still, even though it's a different one in this one, but it's still a fucking form change. And like, now he just doesn't have any. It's like, come on.
It's actually really funny how you see these companies like that, big companies that are making the same thing every time. And making money off of it, and they did that for years, but now they're doing the same thing, and they're tweaking things, and now they're catching shit for it.
Yeah.
In fact, people are starting to they're messing with the things we like, instead of messing with the things that we had complained about. If it's
the craziest fucking thing, just to go back to like currency and stuff and like what people are putting into it. Nothing blew my mind more. So Division 2 just came out.
I completely ignored it.
So, and that's fine. I did too.
Okay.
But one thing that blew my mind is the season pass is $40.
Of course.
Now that doesn't sound that crazy, right?
No, it's average.
But do you know, just offhand, do you know anything about the season pass?
No, I don't know.
You ready for this?
I worked at GameStop and I wouldn't have known shit. So.
No, but I'm saying, haha. You ready for this though? This is gonna really this one's gonna blow your mind. I promise you.
Okay.
So keep in mind, This is a $40 season pass.
Yeah, it's extra.
Yep. Comes with 3 expansions.
Okay. Cool.
You get 7 days early access. And you get a bunch of weapons and armor that is exclusive with the season pass.
Oh.
All that sounds fine, right? For $40.
Okay, yeah, not too bad.
The 7-day early access part is why you're paying the $40. All of the downloadable content is actually going to be free.
No.
So for $40...
You get 7 days ahead of game.
That's it.
So that feels bad.
$40.
So does that mean that like you could just have bought the game and all of the shit that came with the season pass you would have got anyways?
It's free. You're getting it for free.
Oh no!
If you just want to pay $40 just to literally play it a week early.
So dumb.
Yeah. Buddy.
Holy shit! That's a backhand.
Yep.
That is a real backhand. I mean, that is duffel bag backhands.
It's real bad.
Jesus.
Like, I have absolutely no idea why anyone would pay that amount of money just to play it.
Well, okay. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how much you're into like AMD, and they did CES a couple months ago.
Yeah,
With their new Vega card, or not the new Vega card, I'm sorry, that's what we wanted. We didn't get that. With their new card, they announced that you can get the card plus 3 games, one of those games being Division 2, and I remember watching CES, I'm like, I don't want that. I don't want anything to do with Division 2. That's a good deal, 3 games plus a graphics card for, I think it was like $700, but like, I don't want the Division 2. At this point,
can I just that one?
Like take $10 off of my price and you can fucking keep the Division 2. I don't want that.
Oh Christ! Yeah, I don't know, man. Like games are hitting a weird spot, and they always have a back and forth for me, and it's so funny too. Like it's hitting a point now. Like every episode that I'm recording, I think I'm gonna have to start making a gaming segment because mentally I'm like, don't be such a fucking nerd. Like, you can talk about fucking real life shit. Like, you don't have to bring back games.
I mean,
and then no, every episode has been a rant, which is fine. Like, I talk about games all the fucking time anyway. Like, previously I was on a podcast that exclusively talked about video games.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is why I'm doing this venue now. So it's more of an open conversation. So it's not nearly as locked in.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting to have to stay on track. I've been really glad I don't have to speak in straight lines because I am all over the place. No. I mean, just even in general conversation, I am all over the place.
But see, Drew, that's why I love you, and that's why I brought you on, because I knew how much you jump around. That's the thing, Drew. I cater the conversation to the guest, not the other way around.
Which is really cool. I'm glad you don't expect me to come in here and be professional. You know, that's
hey, first of all,
tough for me.
You've done an amazing job. So yeah, I was gonna say we're hitting an hour anyway. So.
I was gonna say my watch keeps telling me that I've been running for 12 minutes. I don't. Maybe I move my hands a lot.
You gotta stop running, bro.
Joe, my resting heartbeat is really bad.
From an Italian, you have to stop talking with your hands. Apparently, that's the. You got that from your wife.
I do. She rubs off on me.
That's how it goes.
Oh.
With the hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we're gonna wrap it up for today's episode. Thank you all for tuning in, listening in. I appreciate it. Drew, thank you so much again.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Check me out, Guys Fly, on Facebook, also on Twitch.
Yeah, mostly.
I've got a Reddit, but I doubt anyone's gonna contact me on Reddit. But just in case, Guys Fly.
What's your Reddit?
Our Guys Fly.
Oh, see, you said Guys Fly, so it's Our Guys Fly.
Oh, yeah, it's Our Guys Fly.
So, I'm sorry.
Just
to clarify. All right, everybody. So, adios, and as always, good evening, good night, and as always, good luck.
Good night,
everybody.